The Third Testament, Section 9. Teachings of the Divine Wisdom. Chapter 43, Sickness, Healing and Renewal. Origin and meaning of the disease. 1. When man, by omitting prayer and good works, strays from the way of good, he loses his moral strength, his spirituality, and is exposed to temptation, and in his weakness he allows sins to enter in, and these make the heart sick. 2. But I have come as a physician to the camp of the sick man and have given him all my love and care. My light was like fresh water on his lips heated by fever, and when he felt my balm on his forehead, he told me, Lord, only your mercy can save me. I am very sick in my soul and death will come to me very soon. 3. But I told him, you will not die, for I, who am life, have come, and all that you have lost will be restored to you. 220:39. For what merits can a sick person who is incapable of any effort earn? His merits can be manifold and great if he knows how to arm himself with patience and surrender, if he is humble towards the divine will and is able to bless me in spite of his pain. For his example will enlighten many hearts, which dwell in darkness, which despair and surrender to vice or think of death when a test hits them. 5. When these men meet on their way an example of faith, humility and hope, which springs from a heart that also suffers much because it bears a very heavy cross, they will feel that their heart has been touched by a ray of light. 6. This is indeed how it is, since they were unable to hear the voice of their own conscience, they had to receive the spiritual light of conscience, which another person transmitted to them through his example and faith. 7. Do not give in to defeat, never declare yourselves defeated, do not bow down to the burden of your sufferings. Always have the burning lamp of your faith before your eyes. This faith and your love will save you. 132:38-39. Healing by your own power. 8. You ask me to heal you, but truly, I tell you, no one can be a better doctor than yourselves. 9. What good is it that I heal you and remove your pain if you do not put away your faults, sins, vices and imperfections? Pain is not the cause of your diseases, but your sins. See, this is the origin of pain. So fight against sin, separate from it, and you will be healthy. But to do this is your task. I am only teaching you and helping you. 10. When you discover the cause of your suffering through your conscience and do everything possible to fight it, you will fully feel the divine power that helps you to win the fight and win your spiritual freedom. 11. How great your satisfaction will be when you feel that you have achieved, through your own merits, to free yourselves from pain, and you have gained peace. Then you will say, My Father, your word was my healing. Your teaching was my salvation. 8. 54-57. 12. The true healing balm, people, he who cures all sicknesses springs from love. 13. Love with the spirit, love with the heart and with the mind. Then you will have enough power not only to heal the diseases of the body or to console in the small human needs, but to clear the spiritual mysteries, the great fears of the spirit, its disturbances and pangs of conscience. 14. That balm resolves the great trials, ignites the light, eases the anguish, melts the chains that bind. 15. The man abandoned by science will return to health and life on contact with this balm. The spirit who has detached himself will return on the word of love of the brother who calls him. 296, 60-63. 16. Abolish the pain. the life created by me is not filled with pain. Suffering springs from the disobedience and transgressions of the children of God. Pain is characteristic of the life that men have created in their licentiousness. 17 Lift up your eyes and discover the beauty of my works. Prepare yourselves inwardly to hear the divine concert, do not exclude yourselves from this feast. If you separate yourselves, how could you share in this bliss? You would live sad, tormented and sick. 18 I want you to be harmonious notes in the universal concert, that you understand that you have come from the source of life, that you feel that in every spirit is my light. When will you reach full maturity where you can tell me, Father, subject my spirit to your spirit, as well as my will and my life? 19 Know that you will not be able to say this as long as your senses are sick and your spirit is selfishly separated from the right way. 20 You live under the torment of sickness or the fear of contracting it. But what does a physical illness mean compared to a transgression of the spirit? Nothing, if the spirit is able to rise, for in my mercy you will always find help. 21 As the blood flows through your veins and enlivens the whole body, so the power of God as a stream of life permeates your spirit. There is no reason to be ill when you fulfill the law. Life is health, joy, happiness, harmony. When you are sick, you cannot be a stronghold of divine goods. 22 You people with sick thoughts, hearts, or bodies, the Master tells you ask your spirit, who is the child of the Almighty, to return to the right way, to heal your sufferings and to help you in your weaknesses. 134, 57-59. The renewal of the human being. 23 Vanity, a weakness that was already evident in the first man, will be combated by spiritualization. It is the fight that has always existed between the spirit and the flesh. For, while the spirit, in desire for the essence of the Father, is inclined toward the eternal and high, the flesh seeks only that which satisfies it and flatters it, even if it is to the detriment of the spirit. 24 This struggle, which is evident in every human being, is a power that arises in man himself as a result of the influence the world exerts on him. For the earthly demands all that is in accordance with its nature. 25 If the Spirit is able to control and direct that power, in his own being he has brought both natures into harmony and will achieve their progress and ascent. If, on the other hand, he allows himself to be ruled by the power of the flesh, he will be tempted to do bad, he will be a boat without a rudder in the midst of a storm. 230, 64. 26 You, unbelievers and doubters, cannot believe in a world of righteousness, nor can you imagine a life of love and virtue on your earth. In a word, you are not capable of anything good, nor do you have faith in yourselves. 27 But I have faith in you, knowing the seed that is in each of my children, because I created them, because I gave them life through my love. 28 I very much put my hope in man, believing in his salvation, in his becoming worthy, and in his ascent. For when I created him, I appointed him to be Lord on earth, where he was to create a place of love and peace, and I also appointed that his spirit had to become strong in the struggle of life to reach, through merit, to live in the light of the kingdom of perfection, which is due to him as eternal inheritance. 326,44-46